What's up, everybody? Whackheads, you know, the people. Welcome to episode 2 of the Christmas / New Year's Wackapalooza. We're still doing this. I'm Davis.
And I'm Zach. This is kind of whack.
Yep. Welcome back to the podcast where we talk about random crap for an entire hour. Well, actually, it's more like 55 minutes.
It's just under an hour. How about that?
Yeah.
It's not quite as catchy, but works.
Good. Today we're going to be talking about, whatever, but we're going to be talking, we're going to be talking about, the gifts that we asked for this year and the stuff that we're like really excited about, stuff like that. We can also maybe talk about things that we got in the past that were great, stuff like that.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I remember the first huge gift that I still use today was like my guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Telecaster. I don't know how many years ago that was. Was that 2 or 3 years now? But dude, I remember. I still play that thing. It's still like my main guitar. That thing is awesome. I've had it forever. Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome.
That's but that's like something that I still use to this day, kind of, because it's a guitar. So.
Yeah. I don't really have all the crap I ask for is just like the AirPods or I don't know, games.
Dude, I remember I think our first console was a Wii, and we got that for Christmas. I remember opening that and being like, this is the best.
Dude, my first console was a freaking GameCube.
Was it?
It was.
I was too young for the GameCube.
You're older than me.
Yeah, but the Wii was already out. So and you also had a sister who's older than me.
That is in fact accurate.
So it's just different because my parents just were like, what's the thing that's out and has the most kid-friendly games? Oh, it's the Wii. All right.
There it is. Buy the
the Wii was an amazing console, and so was the GameCube.
God.
Dude, Nintendo's just the best, honestly. Shout out to Nintendo.
The Wii games were way better than the GameCube games, but the GameCube controller was better than the Wii controller, in my opinion. It had the motion thing.
It depends. I think most of the time, yes. I think it depends on the game, though.
Because Wii Bowling and the Wii Sports things, of course not.
Yeah. Wii Sports. Wii Sport Resort.
Smash Bros. I mean...
Fair. I mean, I still use the GameCube controller on Smash Bros.
That's just how you're supposed to. I mean, if you don't, what are you doing? Why? Stop. Get help.
I mean, I still use it on the Switch. I have the little adapter thing. I got it for the Wii U, but it works on the Switch. So, yeah. But oh man, the Wii U. A lot of people hated the Wii U, but I actually enjoyed the Wii U. It had a lot of good stuff on it.
It was pretty bad though.
How?
It was bad.
You never had one. You don't know.
Yeah, but I didn't have one because it was bad.
No, dude, it was good. They had some good games on there. A lot of people crapped on the Smash Bros. And that, but I actually really enjoyed it. I was a Shulk main. That was fun. That was a good time. That was some good times. Now I'm a Link main, which for those of you who do play Smash, you know how annoying Link mains are because they literally don't die. You can you get blasted off and they'll still be coming back, and it's like, what?
Because it's broken.
Dude, he's so good, and his new bombs where you can do them remotely.
You were a curse upon society.
No. I did play Brawl, though. Brawl was good.
Brawl and Melee, bro. Melee.
I didn't get to play Melee as much. Or no. Yeah, was Melee was the GameCube version, right?
That's what I had.
Yeah, I never had it. But I actually, my neighbor, he had it, and we would sometimes go over and play it over there.
Dude, you could play that for hours and
Oh yeah.
hours. Oh my God,
But
childhood memories.
to be fair, Brawl had the best story out of every, like it had the best like story mode out of every other
I mean, to be quite honest, I
Smash
was
game.
like 6, so I do not remember the story at all.
Well, it actually had a story. You know
Didn't
how
it?
usually it's like you go into story mode and it's just like you fight people and then you reach the
Oh yeah,
hands
yeah.
and that's it. Well, in this one it actually had like a
It had
storyline.
logic.
Yeah, and you could like and it was like multiplayer as well, like it was
Mhm.
fun. Smash Bros. I just Nintendo is such a good, like they make such good games because anybody can go back and play any of their games and they will enjoy it.
Oh yeah, oh
Like
yeah.
even people who like don't really play Smash Bros anymore, they could go back and play Melee and they'd probably be like, "This is the best." You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like
There's just something so like not necessarily. Oh my! It's just fun. It's just good childhood fun.
yeah.
You feel like a kid whenever you play it. Like honestly.
And it yeah, I yeah, that's why I mean that's one of the reasons I got that we got a Switch is cuz I love Nintendo so much, and all their games that they make, they don't go anywhere else. So, plus their consoles, they figured it out, dude. Gonna stop you right there and say we are not sponsored at all by Nintendo. We just are big fanboys. I swear, their consoles are so cheap compared to the competitors. Like,
Well, I mean,
not the
that's the thing.
PS4 because it's
The
been
like
around for like 7
performance is
years,
not as good.
but it doesn't matter. Like what
Well, yeah,
games
because
you get
Nintendo
for
is
it.
like not doing the same types of games, if you know what I mean. They're like they're. I'm not
But
saying they're bad games. It's just
they
they're not as
sell the
graphic
games.
intensive. I'm not saying they're bad or that they don't sell as well. It's just like the art style and everything is not as graphically intensive, or it's not demanding an SSD and
Which
like
is
all of this stuff.
but like that's the thing is that that's not what they're
That's the
going
point of
for.
Nintendo. Like, yeah,
That's not
yeah.
what they're going for. I
If
mean,
you're getting a Nintendo console, that's what you're expecting to get
yeah,
out of a
so
Nintendo.
which they but like the way that they do it is they sell their consoles for cheaper and then they just their games stay about the same price
Ever?
for almost ever until they're like 7 years old and then they're like,
Dude,
"Ah,
Breath
this
of the Wild
Pokemon
is
game can go
still
down
like
in
the same
price."
price, I'm pretty sure.
Which one?
Breath of the Wild is like the same price, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's still selling because everybody wants it.
I mean, yeah, but that's 2 years old.
Dude, it's so good
It's a
though.
2018 game. Like, Jesus.
I guess so. I remember going to GameStop and like some of the Pokemon games on the DS would still be like $60. Like I remember Black and White 2 were $60 for a long time. It's like, come on,
Bro.
guys. Although that was Black and White were the first Pokemon games that I ever completed. Those are good.
The first Pokemon game that I ever played was actually like the original Pokemon on the Game Boy.
Yeah, no, I missed that. I missed that because I didn't have a person who was older than me and would give it to me.
No, it wasn't even my sister. It was like a friend.
Yeah. Oh wow, really? Did
Yeah.
they have a brother or something? Like,
Well, because they were like family friends. So it was
uh,
like they had brother who was like my sister's age, and then sister who was like in between me and my sister in terms of age. She's
yeah.
like 2 years older than me, 3 years, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, but we missed out on the Game Boys, which is fine. Although when I was a kid, like I did not understand Pokemon at all. Like I get it.
It's always like you want that one just because you want that one. There's
Well,
no logic
it's not
behind
that I
it.
didn't understand the game. It's that I didn't really like get the storyline. Like I never beat Heart Gold, and I never beat um. I think I had Pearl, or or Diamond, one of those. I never beat them because I would reach a point in which I couldn't understand how to go to the next point, and then I'd be like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, because when you're a kid, like a lot of you're not able to quite like understand how to do certain things in a game. Like there's certain things that just go over your head, and you'll come back to it years later, and it's like this is way easier than I remember it being.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just yeah. It's I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I would definitely be able to beat them now, but I also that's why I was able to beat Black and White or White. I think I had at the time because I was older and like I
Hmm.
actually cared enough to continue it. Um,
Right.
I remember that game was so fun because like it was a whole new. It was like starting over at Gen 1 again with Pokemon because it's just like all new Pokemon, and yeah, I remember that being
Right.
very
Right.
fun. Oh, sorry about the Nintendo rant. Oh man, but I remember but yeah, we had some fun times. I
Back in the olden days.
yeah, I mean, it's not that long ago, but for us it's like 50% of our life away ago, so it's like yeah, that's far away. It's like a year for some people is like not that long, but then for us it's like super long time because it's like a majority of our life.
Well, not anymore. The years are starting to blur together and be like, it's just a year now.
Yeah, but
But
I mean, still
when you're
only
like
like
13 and 12, a
yeah,
year is such a long time to do anything.
true. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean I remember January, but this year has also been very different. Like all of this
That's fair.
entire year has been a blur
That's true.
because it's just
You've
been
just
a
been home.
speed run. If it's felt like it's been an any percent speed run.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because it's like I just want to get things. I just want to get this done. I don't care what all I get done. I just want to get this done.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, but yeah. But like, what's probably like your favorite present that you've? Oh, you can't hear me.
Um,
What's your favorite present you've ever gotten? Just entirety of your 17 years on this earth.
I, God, I can't remember if my cat, Shadow, the black cat, if he was a Christmas gift along with his brother at one point.
Cats as Christmas gifts. That's interesting.
Well, we got them before it, but I think it was then. I think I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, like, again, though, that's the thing. Like, a lot of things that I want aren't very like. This is the like my piano here. I got from my sister just because she was like, I don't want it anymore. My guitar I got as a birthday gift. Like all of my Christmas gifts are just like, I want that game.
Fair. That's fair. Um, but you don't have like a gift that you just like remember so well, and you're like, oh yeah, that's the best.
You know what? Xbox 360 got that for Christmas
Yeah.
10 years ago,
Oh wow.
and it was preloaded with Halo Reach. That game was actually my childhood. Like, because you know how there's when you're super young and you play like Mario Kart and all that stuff. This is after that phase when you're starting to get into more like not kid friendly
You're
games.
funny. Like I ever got out of that phase. I still play Mario Kart.
No, I'm not saying, you know what I mean. When
Sure.
your parents are more comfortable with you blowing things heads off.
Sure.
Um,
My mom wasn't comfortable with that until like last year.
oof. Yeah. So at around 8, I was playing Halo Reach because it was like amazing, and that was like my childhood game.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely had different childhoods because my parents were like, just play Nintendo.
Oh, the year after that, my cousins gave us their entire collection at the time of Assassin's Creed. So
Yeah, no,
very different childhoods, I see.
but yeah, I was a big Nintendo boy. So, which but
Yes,
I'm still a
I know.
Nintendo boy.
Yes, yes, yes,
I'm
you are.
still gonna be getting all the Nintendo stuff when I'm an adult, dude.
Give it 50 years, you'll be like, it's time for Pokemon XYZ 30.
Oh my
They're just
gosh,
gonna
can you
start
imagine
repeating.
what the Pokemon games will look like in 50 years?
Dude, how many gens? Like, let's be
I
real
don't
here.
know.
Too many. They're gonna run out of names.
Yeah, true.
Like, I mean, freaking Arbok. I mean, you know what? That's off track. Your
Arbok
favorite.
Arbok was Gen 2 or Gen 1. Gen
No,
1.
but it's just like that name.
Where I don't even know where it came from.
It's Cobra backwards.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I never noticed that. That's funny.
Ekans is snake backwards.
It is. Look at that.
Like, it's just like, come on.
Wait. Yeah, it is. I guess it is. Huh. But I like
The more you know.
coughing and wheezing. That's cool. That
Yeah.
makes sense. The
Pokemon should sell
people
the
give
rights to like.
but like people give Gen 5 the hardest time because they're like, "You made an ice cream Pokemon? That's dope." What's wrong with an ice cream Pokemon?
Maybe because it's an ice cream Pokemon.
That's cool to me. Whatever, dude.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
I don't know
what was your
what's-
favorite Christmas thing? What was that?
Well, I mean, if we're not saying the guitar, because the guitar I still use, so like that might be my favorite. One of the favorite things, let me think. The Wii is up there. Um, the Switch is up there. Oh my gosh, I
Mhm.
love that thing. Um, oh, one of the best things I ever gotten was like all of my musical equipment. All of
Oh
the
yeah,
stuff that
yeah.
I have, like that is, I still use that. Like, that's a good gift. Not a good, well, it's a good gift to me. But like, I still like, I love that stuff, because it's really good. My grandfather, who I don't know if I've said this on the cast, but um, on the podcast, is that he used to run sound as his job and like record things for people. So he gave me a lot of hand-me-downs, and one of the things he gave me was a board. I'll put it on screen. And it's actually the other side. And yeah, so I still use it, and we actually recorded, me and my brother. We do this every year, but we went like all out because it's my senior year. We actually recorded like a Christmas album with 10 songs on it. It's pretty cool, pretty chill. A lot of good stuff on there. I probably won't put that public, but yeah, still pretty cool.
Nice. So what you thinking about for this year in terms of like what you asked for, if you asked for anything?
Well, I actually asked for a guitar. I asked for a
Big brain.
7-string. A lot of people made fun of me for asking for a 7-string guitar. Not a lot of people, but a few
Me
people were
included.
like, "Why would you want a 7-string?" And I was like, "Cause they're cool."
I mean,
They're
yeah.
cool, though.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, you
So
can
the
play
real reason,
on a regular.
I mean, that's one reason, but the other reason is that in a band that I'm in, we play a lot of tunings, and one of the tunings is B flat. Or not B flat, is B. And my poor Telecaster, he can't handle it. Like you're like, I'm just having to like sit there and tune, and that's annoying. So I gotta be or I want a 7-string so that I don't have to sit there and tune, and I can just play with a B string and have like my Telecaster at D standard or E standard, and because there are going to be songs that are just regular tuning, and I can just switch between guitars on stage and stuff. So yeah,
Big brain.
big brain.
Big brain.
My brother's asking for the Oculus Quest 2, so that's cool.
It's good. It's pretty. I have one. It's good. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, well, we were gonna get like another VR, but we figured it'd be easier to just get the Oculus Quest.
Dude, I mean, for $300 and it's an all-in-one, no setup. I mean, how can you say no to that?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, bro.
So yeah, pretty good. We're getting that, and well, I don't know. We probably will. He asked for it. Who knows? I asked for a few like smaller things like video games and stuff because there's a new Paper Mario out that I want to try. Like all the Paper Marios since like Paper Mario 3 have been pretty crappy. But I want to try this new
This
one.
is the one.
Praying because everybody was like, I hated Sticker Star. I'm also getting like Fire Emblem Warriors. I don't know if that's gonna be any good, but it's like Hyrule Warriors but Fire Emblem. That's what it was. The new Zelda game. The Hyrule Warriors 2 kind of. It's not Hyrule Warriors 2, but it's like a prequel to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, and I want it so bad. I put it on my list. I want that so bad. Hopefully I get it. Who knows? I didn't ask for that many things this year because I didn't really need that many things this year. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm in a similar situation because like a lot of the stuff I want is like music equipment, and it's like relatives are gonna be like, so it's like, you know what? Just gift cards, fine. It's fine. So I've gotten like a couple gift cards from family members, extended family members, and then for my parents, I asked for the full commercial release of Reaper, which is a digital audio workstation. Is that the right name for the acronym?
I don't
It's
know.
a DAW for
Yeah.
making music in the thing.
Yeah.
And
And
that was
I mean,
literally.
I will say I'm using Free Reaper, and for what it is, like it's fine. But obviously you want to do more than just record my voice, put a compressor on it. So
Yeah.
But I do know that Reaper is very complicated, so it's gonna take some getting used to. I actually have a friend who has an entire video of how to use Reaper. If you'd like that, if you get that,
That would be nice, actually.
so I'll talk to him for you. Cause he uses Reaper and he was a professional at one point. So I'll let you know. I'll send it to you if I get it.
Awesome.
And it's like 4 hours long. So basically you just like watch a little
Reaper's
bit
a
of it.
complicated thing.
Yeah, so you
It's
just like watch a little bit of it, mess with it, like scrub through to find what you need, basically. Which is fine. I use Studio One, so just different. I like it, and it's what my grandfather uses, so I get to kind of mooch off him because he pays for it. I don't. Yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah,
Good times.
I mean, Reaper, and that was literally the only thing I asked for.
Really?
Yeah.
See, you
my
could have
parents were
asked
like,
for a
cool.
audio interface.
Well, but the commercial license of Reaper is $200.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm like, that's probably fine.
Well, but another 100 for a little thingy is fine, you know. And then another mic for like
parents,
200.
Your choice. My sister told me today, so the thing I got you, they sent 2 of them by mistake, so you have 2 now. And I'm like, is that a good thing or a redundant thing? And she's like, it's a redundant thing, but I think you'll like it anyway. And I'm like, what does that mean?
All right then. Fair enough. You know, like if you're going to be using the DAW or the audio interface for this podcast, I could just lend you a mic. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, but I'm gonna save up for my own mic.
Okay. But I mean, you could borrow it.
No, I refuse. I'm a responsible adult who
Okay.
don't need no lending and worries about paid interest.
I literally just I don't care. I have like 7 mics. I don't need just a single one.
We could talk about it. 'Cause that'd be a good
It's
idea.
like, oh no, one of mine is gonna, oh no. And it's like, I would just give you like this one, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like give you one of these because I have two of these because we used to use them. So I would just like give you one of these and be like, put a compressor on it. Basically.
But
I don't
yeah,
know.
I
We can
mean,
figure that out later. It's not like a now issue. You
it's not a
sound
now issue now.
fine for
Because
now.
honestly, this was like a $30 headset, so I'm surprised by how decent the mic actually is.
Yeah, it's not
Because
bad.
it's not like top quality,
It's
obviously.
not like perfect, but
It's surprisingly decent.
it does what it needs to. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's not like your webcam mic, which sounds wonderful.
Oh my god, we can do that.
Yeah, show that off.
Oh god, I was told it sounds like I'm talking underwater through a potato.
Yeah, basically. You'll actually be able to, when you're watching this to do the timestamps, you'll be able to hear it.
Okay. And
Oh,
Hey, hey guys,
oh my gosh.
how are you doing? How
That's
terrible is this?
that's horrible. It literally sounds like you're covering your mouth and like you put distortion over it.
Hey, hey!
That's horrible. Wasn't that like a $50 webcam too?
It was. I'm not happy.
like it's decent, but it's grainy and it's a pretty garbage mic.
That's just ugh.
Espresso.
Seems like a
Yes.
horrible like I mean like for $50 it's fine, but like I got this for like 30, I think.
Yeah, and your
And it looks
quality's like
fine.
way better than mine.
So, I don't know. You'll just have to I don't know. You might be able to just return it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But you don't have to worry about it. It's fine.
It's fine for now.
It's fine for what it is. I mean, it's not going to be like perfect cuz it is going through my internet. So, you know, it's not going to be like top-notch quality like mine is because it's going through my
it
computer.
looks like that on my end too.
Does it really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what to tell you. I can try to find this one. It may have gone up in price. So I'll just let you know. But
That's fine.
things to think about. Just spending money, all the thing. But that's why I trust Logitech because they make like really quality stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what brand is that. Oh, you have the box.
There is no brand name.
Oh, well that would lead me astray. That
Interesting.
that would lead me astray from buying that. But you know what? It's your choice. I think you still have like 30 days to return it though, as long as you have everything in the box
Probably.
for a refund. I think because
Yeah,
you
'cause
got it
it's
on
through
Amazon,
Amazon.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I think you have 30 days. So
I'll see about that because it was literally just this in a box.
yeah, so you're probably fine. Sorry, we are talking about a lot of nerdy stuff that like
Oh my
no
God.
one's gonna care about.
I mean, like, why are you here if you don't want to hear our wonderful nerdy topics? 'Cause
Fair.
We're nerdy.
For us, it's Christmas Eve. We had to somehow squeeze time into our schedule to get this recorded. Which is fine. You know, we do it for you guys. We do it for you, but it is a little rough because right after this, I'm going to have to pack up to go to my dad's house. Because if you watched the Wednesday one, you know all about it.
Oh yeah, and you totally should watch the Wednesday
Yeah, if you
one.
haven't, you're going to need context for this video. Obviously.
Also, if you guys can hear that, I'm sorry. I have my
hear it.
dog with me right now, and she's being a
Can you
freaking
show
sausage.
her? Can you show her?
Yeah, hold on.
For
Gemma,
those
come here.
Who are
Come here.
on
Up.
the
Come on, stand. Stand up. No, don't pick that up. Okay, that's fine.
For you on the audio, I will describe what is happening. Zach just picked her up, and wow, she is chunky.
Gemma,
You could have just moved the camera.
say hello. Hello to the people.
She is
Hello.
like, help!
Hello.
Oh my
Hello.
gosh. Dude, you could have just literally just moved the camera.
I could have.
I think you should just do that, and that would be satisfactory.
She's showing me her bone because she's like, "Oh, this is so cool. You need to see."
She's adorable. For those who are listening in, he picked him up, and she weighs like 50 pounds, so he was struggling.
Yeah, she's a heckin' chonker. Yeah, you are. I'm talking about you. Uh-huh.
Cause she's
that
like,
is a wonderful bone.
cause she's not very long, so all of it is
she's
just,
literally a sausage.
so it's just very muscular dog, and she's very circular. Her head
She's a
is
barrel.
very circular.
She's just like,
Dude, I wish I had a cat I wish I had my pet here. I mean,
is that a cat to you?
No, I meant like
what kind of cats do you have?
I meant like my pet, like, which is a cat right here, because I'm at my mom's house. You know, just my dog, just here.
Here's my big cat. This is my 60-pound cat.
Oh gosh. I remember meeting her for your dog for the first time, and she was like really nice.
Yeah,
I think she
she's
did
chill.
bark at me because she was like, person that I don't know.
Yeah, she gets really excited around new people, and she's just like, "Oh my god!"
What was that face, dude? That's gonna be the thumbnail.
What this?
Yeah, that's definitely the thumbnail. Oh man, I don't have anything else to talk about. Can we talk about more video games? That was good.
Oof.
What are we playing? Like, we're not playing Rainbow, which is fine.
What do you mean? I've been playing Rainbow like every day.
No,
all
I
day.
said we're now playing Rainbow.
Oh, we're now playing Rainbow. Oh yeah.
Which, like, I enjoy it to a certain degree.
Because if you guys don't know, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I would assume you know, but in
Yeah,
case you
but
don't
if
know.
you don't know, that's what it is. And it's basically a shooter game, first-person shooter.
But it's a tactical shooter. There's like a big difference. It's not like
Yeah.
Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is very much like.
You die, oh well, you can respawn.
But the time to kill, or TTK, is much lower in Rainbow Six. It's more realistic in terms of the amount of bullets needed to kill someone. Because, you know, in Call of Duty, you can tank like 10, 20 bullets before going down, and then you regain HP. That doesn't really happen in Rainbow Six,
No,
unless you
live.
have a healing operator, and there's
Yeah.
only one.
And, like, it's fun, but after a while, I get bored. It's the same thing over
just
and over
because you're
again.
not that good.
No, but I just die every time, so I'm just like, whatever. I'm just here as cannon fodder for you guys.
But Davis, that's why you, and I quote, "Get good, son."
Don't quote me on my own sayings. Look, I say these things when I do good, and then here's what, because I'm the worst player, I can say things like, "Dang,
You're not
bad."
the worst. You're not the worst. I'm sorry, Potato. You watch, but our friend, we have a friend, and his.
I don't
username is
know,
Potato.
dude. I die a lot
Potato.
more than he does.
Y'all are real close. Just saying. Hey, how are you doing, by the way?
Here's the thing, is that I go in there and I'm like, yeah, I'm being super tactical, and then somebody has an angle on me and I'm like, the one time I try to be sneaky is the one time I get shot in the head. Like, most of the other times I just rush in there and, like, it works out okay. I'm down to 10 health. Good.
You've clutched a couple times. You have.
I've almost clutched a couple times, yeah.
You have. Remember the one time that you got the drop on me and Brian?
Yeah. I remember that, sort of.
It was good. You actually did, like, you outgunned me, which really surprised me, because I'm like,
Well,
okay, easy kill, and then
Here's
I
what
died.
happens is that I will have, like, this is me. I will have like 20 games of bad luck, and then I'll have like one game where my luck is impeccable. And then that's the only game for the night that I'm going to get kills. It's how I operate solely on luck, and it works every other day.
You see, that's That's how you work in For Honor too, but it's more consistent in For Honor.
I know.
This man, because if you guys don't know, For Honor is like it's supposed to be realistic combat. It's not really, but
No,
it's
you
awesome.
basically have this shield looking icon, and you have to move your mouse either up, left, down, right, down. I think I did it's right, left, down, right, down. You basically, that's how you block, and it'll turn
It's
red
like a
when
medieval
somebody's
fighting
attacking
game
there.
with
Yeah.
like swords and stuff. And Davis, you see, it has like a certain flow and rhythm to it, how most people play, and you get used to that. And I've got 300 hours or so in the game. I have really good reflexes.
20 hours,
So
baby.
I'm like really used to how things are supposed to go. This boy rolls up and he's just like out of stamina, making a slow attack. What's that? Let's do it anyway.
But
So he just, like,
sometimes
my
it
brain
works.
dies and he kills me, and I'm like, that shouldn't have worked. Why did that work?
Sometimes it's funny because like I fight like people don't fight, but it works because people don't fight like that. And because of that, I don't try to learn new ways of fighting. I might as well use what works, and that is my way of doing it. That's how I am with almost every game, except Mario Kart, because there's a certain way to play Mario Kart, and if you don't play it that way, you won't win.
You can't be like creative with Mario Kart.
No.
You can't be like, instead of hitting the gas pedal, I'm gonna hit brake the entire time. That doesn't
Get
work.
out of here. No, but there
I'm
there
already
are
at the
strategies,
finish
but
line.
the best strategy is drifting and the holding your power up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best strategies.
You see,
And I'm actually
used to
pretty good
the
at it.
original, The original, well, not the original, but one of the originals on the GameCube, and on that one,
Double dash?
drifting like, I think, yeah, it was Double Dash.
Oh, I love that game.
Dude, you don't need to drift and you don't need to slow down on any map. You just hold gas. Because me and my sister figured out like the precise times and locations and angles to like not need to slow down or do anything. So you could just whip around everything and
That's
overtake
awesome.
everybody.
That's good. That's good. And then the Wii came out and there was motion controls. I always played with a nunchuck. Nope. That's not true. I used to play a lot with the motion controls, but then like
I didn't like it.
But then I was like, wait, you can use the nunchuck? And I had no idea this entire time. And then I started
It's so
using the nunchuck.
unpredictable in terms of like actual control.
Yeah. So nunchuck it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of people do like the tilt, but not me. So
I prefer the GameCube controller.
anyway, sorry, we're jumping around games, but I feel like but there's definitely like, and like this is kind of true for Rainbow too. I have figured out that there is a way to win that isn't the way that everybody else is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work all the time, but
Well,
sometimes
it
it does.
sometimes.
Because they don't understand.
Because it's so the opposite of standard and traditional thinking.
Which is
That
why
people never expect you to
people
do
wonder
it.
why I want to be an engineer, and then they don't see why like
I would let you be an engineer as long as you weren't designing something regarding someone's safety.
fair.
Like, if you were like, let's build a new bridge, but get this, guys. We're not going to have any supports. Trust me, no one else does it, so that means
Now
it's going to
this will
work.
work. You just have to. We just have to figure out how it's gonna work. It'll save us on costs by like a long shot. Now it may take a ton of trial and error, but I think
And some
we can
people
figure this
may
out.
die.
Yeah,
but
some
it'll be
people
worth
may
it in
die,
the end.
but that's not what matters. No,
That's why we have a
no.
law firm.
no. To be honest, though, I very much am about safety, so I wouldn't do that. But I also wouldn't be that kind of engineer.
A civil engineer, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be a civil engineer. Because I don't look at buildings that way. I don't look at bridges that way. But I'll look at something, and I'll be like, well, if that's not working, then why don't we
do
try
this?
these other things? You know, like, and I figure out something that works, and I'm like, or that semi works, and then I'll slowly build on it. Like like Rainbow, for example. The way that I do it only is bad because I don't have gun skill. If I had gun skill, I would probably be okay. But the reason I don't have gun skill in the game, I don't have gun skill because I've never owned a gun. But in the game, the reason I don't have gun skill is because I haven't played enough.
Yeah,
So if
it's
I
really
build
about
that up
hours.
and I'm able to whip around and I get better game sense, I'll probably be okay at the game. So it all
Because for reference, it's not like he doesn't have a decent amount of hours. He has like what 20, 30 hours at this point, which is
Yeah.
respectable in any normal game.
But for that
However,
game, no.
For Rainbow Six, you're not considered like a good average player until you've hit like hundreds of hours, which is
So-
not healthy.
No, it's not. But like the problem with that game is that the people who do play it obsessively are
Oh my God.
wired that way. Like
Yeah.
they're wired, like Andrew, for example, he's very wired to get good at something and fast and with as much effort as possible and just
He works at something.
and he will sit there for many hours. I think he has over 1,000 hours in the game. He will sit
yeah.
there and play over and over and over and over and get better and better. And I do commend him for that. But I don't commend how he plays sometimes. But that's only. But I know he doesn't watch this, so that's why I can.
Ooh, maybe you should watch.
But like sometimes he's a little toxic. But you know, we won't talk about that. I will say that for players who are thinking about playing it, the community is very toxic.
It's better to play with friends. Like honestly,
Yeah.
it's more enjoyable.
So that's the only reason I got the game is because they were like, "You should get the game," and I was like,
Mainly because
okay.
that's how we spend our days online.
Basically.
And it's like, you want to hang out too?
It was yeah. I mean, it was like For Honor I got because it was like free, and then
Yeah, you got it for free on an Epic thing.
and then I actually got it before I even knew you guys, and then I was like, "Oh, this game looks interesting," so I got it for free, and because I have a ton of free games on Epic that I haven't downloaded or anything, and just like, okay, this is interesting. And then you were like, "Hey, do you have For Honor?" I was like, "Oh, I do. Look at that." And you were like, "This is at the beginning of quarantine, by the way." I was like, "Oh, I do. Yeah." And he was like, "So, do you want to join this group of people that talk?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, we have a server on Discord." I was like, sure." And then I've been on there almost every day since.
I mean, it's the homies. Like it's grown. It was like just me.
It was like
There's
just
like-
5 people
Yeah, 5 people total, and now there's
or
like
6 people. 6 people.
Well-
with me joining, it was 5 people
With
without
you,
me,
it was
and then
6,
with
yeah.
me it was 6. And then somebody had the bright idea to invite some rando in.
actually that wasn't. No, we
That
had
was you.
one of the other person's friends invited. Remember? It
Oh,
was
yeah.
bleep out his name.
Right.
Got invited, and then he invited some of his friends. So it was like, a friend. Now a lot of it is, oh, you're the friend of this, who's a friend of that, who's a friend of mine. So it's a lot of like connected friend strings,
Yeah.
and there's like 30 people now.
Yeah. Well, I think there's 20
20-something.
Yeah. So yeah,
Something like
almost
that.
30. But it's not like we're growing it. Like we're not gonna put it in the description or anything. But like
Oh.
no. But it's just something. It's just interesting because I really was like, I know a lot of people went through a lonely, like kind of depressive time, and I think you had it kind of later.
Oh,
Than
yeah.
a lot of other people did. But I actually never got it because of this group. Because Zach invited me, I was able to talk to other people and like actually have some resemblance of sociality. Because really
Oh,
all
yeah.
that I did before was go to school and then I would game alone. Because I didn't really, because I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I'm very much a extrovert and introvert, which by that I mean I'm basically a Tesla, which by that I mean I have very good battery mileage, but once it runs out, I need
When you're
to
out, you're
sit
out.
by myself for 12 hours. You know what I mean? Like I'm out for a while. which is why school was kind of, I'm done for the day. It's 8 hours of straight social life, and then I'd go home and be kind of done, because it can be hard. So that's why but I'm also, I need to be social to actually like, feel kind of, not, what's the word, like, not
Mentally stable.
yeah, like I still need to be around people, and obviously my family's not gonna cut it, like, you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
just my family. So, which is honestly why, I only game with them at night, and one of the reasons is because I'm very busy, a lot of the time. But another reason is just because, like, I only have so long, and it's actually gotten shorter now, but like I can't like be social all day, and getting on in the morning and then doing it all night is kind of like I don't know. So, yeah. That's a little more about me if you wanted to know about me, but Zach's not very similar to me in that way, but
Oh no. Well, yes and no. I think I have just more mileage on me. Cuz I go for extended periods of time, but when I need to be alone, I'm like cut myself off from everybody and I don't talk to anybody for days on end. That happened like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't just because you were tired of people, though.
Yeah.
So,
It
I mean,
depends.
it's not like the same thing, but I mean, I get that. People are annoying.
Yeah. We
people
we
are,
suck. We do.
we humans.
Yes, me included.
Yeah, I know, but I am grateful for you inviting me on that server. I know we went like way off topic from where we started, but that's the podcast. Goes off the
It's kind of
rails.
whack. Kind of whack.
Talk about whatever. We do have another 10 minutes, so we can
do.
kind of talk about whatever. Let's see. Any more Christmas things? I remember. Oh, dude. I don't know. Did you ever go to church as like for Christmas or anything?
Funny story.
Okay.
Well, so that's a yes and no answer because my mom was raised Catholic, but then she converted to Buddhism, and then she converted to the Friends community, which is otherwise known as the Quaker community.
Oh, wow.
And my dad was just like raised kind of atheist, agnostic, kind of just like nothing really. And I was brought up similarly. So my mom, for the longest time, my parents in general always had this kind of believe what you want, cool. But where I grew up in Pennsylvania, it was very, very rural Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah,
So-
Quakerville.
No, actually,
I
I
don't
didn't
know, I don't
know anybody in that community. Everybody I knew was raised very, very Catholic.
Really? Well, that's kind of
Yes.
like here, except with baptism.
Mhm.
Not baptism. Is it baptism? Yeah. Wait, Baptist. That's what
I
I
don't
mean.
know.
Baptist.
Baptism is the thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I got confused. There are a lot of like if you go like 10 miles that way, you'll hit like a bunch of Baptist people. So,
But so I was like always surrounded by people who were like talked about going to church, and it was just kind of normal. But I'm like, why don't we do that? And so one Christmas, I think it was Christmas, the family friends, they invited us to go to church with them, and my mom was like, "Yeah, it's a good experience for you."
sure. Give you
And
a little
I
taste of what it's like.
but because I was already like at that age where I wasn't used to it and I didn't really understand what it was about, I was kind of just like, why am I here? What are these people doing?
Sure.
Why are
Okay, I
we
get it. I
all
get it.
sitting on these benches?
Yeah. But I think it's interesting. I think looking at other religions is a very interesting thing. And the reason I brought this up is because I'm, as I said, Methodist, and our church service is very interesting because the youth choir, we have a Christmas Eve service, and the youth choir, which I'm in, sings every year. And we didn't get to this year, but there's always a solo, and I got to do the solo this year, which is cool. It was all recorded. So like we get to watch it and stuff. But what I'm saying is that the Christmas Eve service is always really interesting because I'm pretty sure this is the service, or yeah, I'm pretty sure, where at the end of it, anyone who wants to can go up to the front of the church and they all sing together. And there's like one song that everybody sings together. And I remember always going up with like my grandfather and like my grandmother and stuff and like singing together. And it's just, I don't know, just super interesting. But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I'll always remember. And yeah, obviously like, obviously my religion could change, and I haven't really thought too much about religion in my life, but just from the memories of that church are very, very nice. So plus like being a part of the youth choir is really cool because I'll talk about it probably more fully in another podcast sometime, but
Y'all go on tour, right?
yeah, we take trips every year. And 2 years ago, no, last summer we went up to like New England and stuff. So yeah, I can talk about that in another podcast. I have a ton of things to talk about, but yeah, maybe another time. We're out of time now, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry, that was a lot of churchy stuff, and you don't do that, but I figured it was interesting to talk about.
It's cool to know. So
Yeah. So Merry Christmas to everybody.
and happy holidays.
I know it's a little late. And happy holidays to all you people who don't celebrate Christmas, or just don't call it that, which is fine. I'm not one of those people who are like, you have to call it Christmas or you suck. Like, obviously, I don't
Just
care.
celebrate what you want to celebrate and call it whatever you want to call it.
Do whatever you want.
Respect one another and all that.
Yep. Just be happy. Don't try to limit family time. No, I don't know. It's too late now. It's too late. But
Be mindful, be respectful, stay happy and healthy.
Yep. And merry and happy holidays. I guess.
Merry,
guys.
merry.